I'll be discussing with you the basics of mountain biking. The first thing I'll be going over is going to be the essential equipment you will need, then I'll go over some recommended equipment, and then some tips and techniques so you won't get hurt while learning how to mountain bike. The first thing you're going to need is going to be a bicycle. Of course, there's three different types of bikes. The first bike is going to be a rigid bike. Now this bike has no shocks on either the front nor on the back. This will give you the cheapest bike that you can get for mountain biking, but it's also going to be the roughest bike you will have. So when you ride along, you will be very sore at the very end of it. The next bike is the same bike I have. This is called a hardtail bike. The reason why it's called a hardtail because there is no shock on the rear, but there is a shock on the front tires. These usually take about $500 to $1,000 where you get a good bike. The last bike is going to be a full suspension bike. They call it full suspension because it has a front shock and a rear shock. These will start from $1,000 going all the way up to about $3,000 to $4,000, even $6,000. After that, you're going to need a helmet. Helmet is something, a piece of equipment that can save your life. If you're not wearing a helmet, you take a hard enough hit on concrete or anything, you'll be like this guy, your brain will be everywhere. After that, I really do suggest some gloves. The reason why is when you're first learning to ride, the vibrations from the handlebars are really going to tear up your hands. Also, just gripping onto the handlebars, you're going to wear and pull in calluses on your hands. The first type of glove is going to be the fingerless gloves. I suggest this for during the summertime. The full finger gloves are going to be whenever it is colder or you're going through thicker brush. After that, you're going to need a repair kit. This is really good for you to have because while you're riding, you might pop a tire or something. This way you'll be able to repair your tire and you won't be stuck pushing your bike over where you can actually ride it again. Now we went over the essential equipment. Let's go over some recommended equipment. The first recommended equipment is going to be some sunglasses. Now I usually recommend glasses that you can switch out the lenses from clear to all the way up to sunglasses. The reason why is when you're riding, doing mountain biking, you will go through shaded portions. And if your glasses are too dark, it will be too dark for you to see where you're going. You're more likely to crash. Next, I do recommend bike-specific socks. The reason why I say bike-specific socks is because while you're pedaling, you're going to put pressure on certain parts of your feet and you actually build up blisters. These socks have more cushion in those areas, so you won't blister up your feet so bad. After that, you'll need some kind of cycling clothes. Shirt being something I'm wearing right now, it's lightweight and it dries off very quickly. The shorts are going to be bike shorts because they have cushions built in on them. And after that, you'll need a hydration pack or water bottle because doing biking is a lot of work and you will sweat a lot. Now, the next thing we're going to do is tips and techniques before you go riding out there. The first thing you need to know is body position. Your leg should be fully extended when your pedal is at the very bottom of its rotation. Now, if you also look, the cyclist here, where the handlebar's at, his body's arched over 45 degrees, and that is the perfect riding position. After that, you want to keep your body loose, because when you're riding, you're going to be going back and forth, your center of gravity will be knocked back and forth. Keeping your body loose will help you not fall. Then you want to learn to work the brakes. You want to work your back brake, not your front brake. The reason why is if you hit the front brake, you'll flip right over. Then you want to don't worry on the targets. So basically, if you're driving along, you do not want to focus on a tree or something because you're more likely to hit that tree by focus on it than compared to looking at the trail. After that, you want to stand up. Keep your body up and not sitting down the entire time is also going to improve your ride. The last thing you're going to do is learn to ride downhill. Usually whenever I'm riding down a hill or something like that, I'm actually sitting above, behind the tire right here. Go ahead. And last thing is, don't worry, you are going to crash. So just take a first aid kit. So we discussed over the basic topics, the basic essential equipment, recommended equipment, and tips and techniques for mountain biking.
Para.